da 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 da. Oh yeah, yeah. My dog. My dog.
Hi, welcome back to the show. In this particular instance, Mike, you're still here with me, correct?
Am I?
Yeah, he's here.
Hello?
he can
Mother!
he can hear me, he just can't see me apparently.
Who am I? Why am I here?
Don't worry, tomorrow
This isn't
we'll get you started on the diapers.
This isn't a metaphysical final. Don't look into soul of the person sitting next to you.
Who are you and why are you talking?
That's an excellent question. This here is KHOURY, who we've known for a while, and we had told a little bit about him in the previous podcast, and now we'll delve a little bit more into him and let him do most of it himself. However, I happen to hasten to add one story by way of an introduction that about a month or so ago we were all hanging out, and it was declared that it is the right thing to do to shave all cats. So, welcome, Mr. Cat Shaver, and my first question for you
I don't
is, have you
shave
shaved any
cats.
cats lately?
No, I don't. The reference to that was Brenda had asked me to hold down her cat Priscilla while she shaved her.
To which I had apparently replied, well, that's nice, Casey. You're going to help Brenda shave her pussy.
Oh, wow.
So, now that we all have disturbing images in our heads, how did we all meet?
A place called...
I thought you were going to start singing somewhere over the rainbow. What the hell happened?
Second star of the
Maybe it
ride,
was there.
straight on to morning. It was in Never Neverland.
Rockets, red glare.
Let's not mention rockets.
Especially red ones.
The purple head of Cairo. Let's get going here.
Oh.
As opposed to the purple rose of Cairo.
Let's, alright, well, let's see. I've already discussed how Nate and I...
We already dissected how we met. How did you and I meet? Let's start there. Do you remember?
I met Nathan, I believe that was my second year at BC. And it was, trying to think here.
Don't hurt yourself.
We don't have to be exact on the dates. I mean,
Right.
I'm not sure. Well, yeah, I mean, you know.
I'll tell you where I remember meeting you was at the school building new student orientation.
Oh, yes, that's right. I did make a habit of welcoming in new students.
Did you scare any off?
Yeah, but we'll never hear from them again. Don't forget, you have to remember this was back in the days when it was the style to wear skirts over pants.
Oh, alright.
And apparently bandanas was the end at that point as well. Then it became French berets as well.
Anyhow, so that's how I met Nathan. During orientation, he was in orientation and I was welcoming new students. And then Michael, If I'm not mistaken, I think that was in the computer lab.
Was
Never
I
really had any classes with you, so.
was I ranting and raving about something? Probably.
Yes, yeah.
What was
Don't ask
it?
silly questions. You
I
know
don't,
the answer.
I don't remember exactly what it was, but
Politics.
it was on the line of politics. It was on the line of politics.
Okay, so I went on one of these rants, and you overheard the rant, and you responded, or I don't know. Yeah, my recollection when I met you, Casey, at school is foggy. I don't know. It may have been around the time that that Nate and I had a class together.
I think it was because I was hanging out with Casey. I think I come into the computer lab to print something or other that I needed to print, and I think it was for Fuckowitz's class there. and Casey was with me, and I think you were ranting about politics, and I think Casey overheard something that he disagreed with, and that started the beginning of the end of the debates.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was probably around that time. So we're talking like spring of 2008. So, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. And as stated, you and I met each other. It was your second year, my first orientation. Do you remember what I was doing at that point? Because that was kind of funny too, I think. Do you remember what that was?
No.
Okay, I had to remember as part of student orientation, they made you get up and say who you were and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, in my case, I got up and not only said who I was, but I blatantly told the camera guy to put his camera back where he found it. Because I didn't want my picture taken. And proceeded to do 10 minutes of stand-up.
Nice.
Including walking into a roll. I remember that because I still have the bruise.
And a cat by
it's
the name.
in my wallet.
And a cat by the name of Tom, I believe his name was working at Burlington College. He was he did worked on the website, but he was also unofficially the school photographer.
He was the one that gave the mascot her first photo op.
Oh, yes, indeed.
You know,
you're not going to be able to go on from that, I'm afraid.
No, I can't actually. Yeah, Robert Williams joke just came into my head. Remember the movie they did, Patch Adams?
Yes.
Yeah, do you know that it was spoofed in porn?
No.
Yeah, it's called Snatch Adams. It's a clown with a strap on.
Oh. Oh, we have definitely reached the R rating.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I promised an R. Here we are. Anyway, so that's how we all met. And not the clown with the strap on, but...
Oh, God.
But what we said prior to that.
Yeah, disregard the last 5 minutes.
Cut out big. But, so, we as we figured out, have a flourish for doing comedy. If you hear knuckles cracking, that's me. I have more cracks in me than a Rice Krispies treat. Starting Monday, I'm applying for a job doing their sound effects.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Anyway, so that's it. As we all have flares for comedy and whatnot, and so forth and so on. We did a few, shall we say, disabled shows. One of which was the LD show. Um, so I guess, do we want to spout off about that? Who remembers what? I mean, I go into something else on one of the other, or a few of the other podcasts about them. So I shouldn't really be talking. So you guys.
Sure. Well,
Okay.
I appeared in the show as a performer. Lip synced a song.
Every Street's a Boulevard.
Delivered a few lines of dialogue. One of which I botched horribly in the rehearsal. Something about a hairy English ass. And although we should have had that recorded, the rehearsal was, at least for me, funnier, and I delivered better material in the rehearsal. Mm-hmm. But anyway, for the most part, I was behind the scenes, behind the curtain during the show, trying to direct the motley crew of actors who were back there to get out at the right time. Sometimes they'd step out before they were called, and they didn't.
Tom Kerr, yeah.
They didn't seem to understand anything about timing. So but I had a good time. It was fun for me. But then again, I wasn't in the audience.
Ooh, ouch. As the guy that wrote and directed, how dare you?
Oh, what do you remember, Casey? Dutch tilt.
No, that's the third item on this bullet point.
No, I remember, a few of the skits. I remember the songs. I remember going back to the beginning, of course. I remember Nathan being introduced and coming out into the audience, shaking hands and stuff like that, He didn't attempt any of those things where he'd actually sit down next to someone, but...
Yeah, the one I would have sat down next to, I wanted to throw into the oncoming traffic.
And what else did you do with the show, though? You weren't just an audience member. You had
I was
a role,
filming it.
right? Yeah.
And then he went back on stage and did his opening shtick.
Shtick, yeah.
Shtick.
And he had a few, there's a number of funny skits he did at a college one.
Junior Goes to College.
Junior Goes to College with Dylan Pudiak as the dean. And
What's my line?
Dylan had a great one-liner during the thing, and you can see it on the tape because it is on the internet. So,
and then there's some musical acts, and of course our friend George Boland did the surrounding music.
Yes, absolutely, tremendous.
And the intro trumpet, yeah.
Yeah. I think he played the trombone for most of the evening, but
yeah.
Outstanding.
He was excellent, and I wish him luck with his endeavors as far as continuing success with the.
Yeah, he does play music on Sundays at the in Williston at the Monkey. No, not the tavern. Something tavern.
The Monkey Tavern.
Monkey Tavern.
So you're right before.
It's not Monkey Tavern, but it's no, it's
a man in his minky.
There's a monkey involved.
And he's not playing the trombone.
Get your hands off me, damn dirty ape.
That's what she said.
Monty's Tavern. It's Monty's Tavern in Williston. He plays there on Sundays. The rest of the people that accompany him are different from week to week. He's the only fixture there.